Hey, what you got to say? How y'all doing, kings and queens? I'm at work right now. I'm doing a video on self-improvement. So, I was about to post one video, but I decided to go ahead and say that one for later. That's a little gem I think I'm gonna collab with somebody on. But with this one, I was like, it just hit my mind. Maybe I should do a video on self-improvement. Something I've been really working on lately, and a lot of people that I know personally have a hard time, with. So just like the first rule, I guess, or thing I want to touch on is just realizing, I wouldn't want to say flaws, but your mistakes. You got to be able to look yourself in the mirror as a person and tell yourself where you wrong or see things from a perspective that hinder you. Whether it be something in your life, you got to be able to admit it. Look down in the mirror and be able to admit something that's wrong. As soon as you be able to admit that something is wrong, you give yourself that comfortability. I acknowledge it. You can clean up, the mess. Same way in the store. So a customer drops something, on the microphone, clean up on aisle 10. We need somebody to come scoop this up. So little stuff like that, you be able to fix it after you acknowledge the problem. But if you don't, you want to be hard-headed about it, and you want to, look over it and don't listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, that'll be, something you can't clean up because you blind to it. You want to act blind to it. And then next, I want to say is finding things to channel your energy, because it's a lot of stuff out here that we stay stagnant. It's one thing I had to do is, I found my love in like photography and film. That was like a real big thing, something that I could just do. Got something right here. But something that I could just do endlessly, tirelessly, and just not want to stop or stray away from it. I could literally go nights, days just doing what I love. And at the same token, you can't lose sight of reality. Like right now, I'm at a job. I deliver for Amazon. But at the same token, like on my side hustle, until I'm able at that point, I have to maintain till I can get a certain amount of clientele, a certain amount of income where I can be like, I'm cool. Find something to channel your energy, whether it be art or, anything, something to just help you bring out the best in you, because everybody got a purpose, whether it's public speaking or, healing others. It's something out here to help you improve yourself. And I guess next, I would say probably discipline. Finding like a routine, a set schedule of something of some sort. It don't have to be, getting your day all mapped out to the T or whatever, but just find a set schedule that you comfortable with, because you don't want to have your mind everywhere. Like once your mind be everywhere all the time, 24/7, there's no balance. And it goes the same thing with your day, your life, your soul, your personality. It just seem frantic. But that's one thing I can say that my girl has helped me with. My woman, like, she really helped me out with that. Just coming in, it was like, calm down, slow down, like, and be a little bit patient. So and this helped me with wonders. So I plan stuff out now and everything. I like to take my time and be cool, calm, collect about stuff, and I can actually see how it helped my mind frame. I've actually been doing this for like the past 2 years now. Just wanting to be more patient, not rushing stuff, and realizing that the universe gonna gravitate, or God, the higher power, however you want to look at it, is stuff gonna happen on its own schedule. But at the same token, just realize you do have the power to manifest anything and everything that you want to do in your own life. And that go to my next point, believing. Like, especially in today's society, Western culture, however you want to say, Western Hemisphere culture, America, we kind of getting straying away from it as we in a different age or whatever. But for the most part, we in a point where we was always told to do certain things, go to school, set schedule. Even when you young, you walk down the hallway with your hands behind your back, orderly fashion, raise your hand, little stuff like that. I ain't saying this, it kind of contradict my last point, having order, structure to a certain degree, but you just can't let everybody dictate what you are. Like, out of all the people in the world, 7 billion people in the world, it's only one you. One. Like, if you can find another you, hey, something wrong. But I guarantee you can't find another me. And that's what, you know, you got to realize. Is just, it's only one you. You are unique, and God put you here for a reason. The high power. I say all that because some people, I believe in a God, universal God. But back to what I was saying is, it's only one you, one unique individual that can manifest the certain things that you want. Like, it's only one person that think like you, act like you, talk like you, walk like you, like to the T. And once you realize that, and you see how you could implement that in your environment or surroundings, neighborhood, community, people, you know, you'll be able to help others. Like, I realized since I came back from school, like, I tried veganism. I was trying to be a vegan or whatever, and don't get me wrong, I strayed away from it, but my eating habits kind of carried over to, you know, my normal eating habits. And the more I practiced that around family, oh man, they was making fun at first, but you know, eventually it started to rub off. Man, like, this dude is healthy, work out all the time. It'll rub off your environment. So just being you, it can better people around you. And necessarily, I want to say, even though you being a unique individual, the people around you, that's my next point. The people around you, you know, notice your surroundings, and, you know, just try to be a little bit more aware of things that's going on, because you can be kind of selfish in your ways, but at the same token, as soon as you take time to realize what's going on around you and who's around you, you know, you could better yourself in your environment. So, like, say for instance, I want to say that if you hang around people who just like to play 2K all the time, or who just like to party all the time, smoke, drink, you know, certain habits, ain't nothing wrong with all these things. I'm just using them as, you know, in the instance as all the time. And you find yourself, like, you know, want to do that all the time because that's what you're around all the time. You don't want to do nothing else, like the people you hanging around with. So if you hang around people, but say for instance you don't like playing the game, or you don't like smoking and drinking all the time, and you get around people, well, I like art, start hanging around people who like art, and then you get to hang around people who draw a little bit better than you, or, you know, get around people who you draw better than. They learning from you, you learning from them, you know, just bettering each other, growing. And that's pretty much it. Just really just being aware, being able to critique yourself, look in the mirror, acknowledge your problems. Those are my two main points, is being aware of your surroundings and critiquing yourself. And I always look for a sense of change. I always know there's room to grow and believing in yourself. That's one big thing, because once you put something in your head like you can't, it'll beat you down, and you actually that energy is in the air already. But as soon as you get to telling yourself, oh, I can, everybody gonna tell you what you can't do. So it's always good to tell yourself that you can, but at the same time, you got to be intact with reality. Don't be wrong, like, you know, yeah, you can become a millionaire, but don't expect yourself to become a millionaire in 3 days. So plan it out. Take those, if you want to become a millionaire, put it down on paper. Tell yourself, like, I want to become a millionaire in 7 years. I make this much income, and I got this going, I got that going, I got the other going. And if I'm making this much money, how much money would I have to save a year to get to that point? What would I have to invest in? Then deeper than that, detail. All right, now I gotta invest this much a month, and then I gotta invest this much a week. I gotta invest this much a day to make sure that you're hitting your goals. I'm not just saying that necessarily about money. I'm talking about self-improvement. But once you jot stuff down and actually plan stuff out, like I said, you gotta plan stuff out, be aware, let yourself know what's hindering you from reaching your goals, and man, appreciating yourself. Like I said, it's only one you, family. And if ain't nobody gonna tell you that, you know, they love you, at least you can do it. You know, look in the mirror and be able to tell yourself you love yourself and who you are. You're an awesome individual. I'm telling you, shit, I believe in you. You're an awesome individual. You know, spread that love. And It starts with yourself before you can try to help anybody or critique anybody or bring a handout. I look at it like this. What it look like a crackhead trying to tell another crackhead to get off crack? Hey man, you need to get out that stuff. I'm gonna look at you like, family, before you try to tell him to get out that stuff, how about you get out that stuff? So it's like a self first, period. That's all I can really say. But with that being said, brothers and sisters, I really just had that on my heart, letting y'all know, because there's a lot of people who kind of hard on themselves, but really you just take your time, man, and appreciate yourself and be able to not be so hard-headed and actually just be aware and take control. That's another one, just taking control, and I guarantee you'll start to prosper and feel better in life. But with that being said, I'm out. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Keep God first. And stay tuned. We out.